Hi, it's Bev again, and today I want to talk about nutrient timing. It really is a science. It's a type of precision eating for performance. And it's used by elite athletes and like marathoners, weightlifters, and bodybuilders. Not so much for we mortals, who are only in the gym once a day. But anyway, it's a strategic way of using food to gain an advantage in training adaptations and body composition. So more muscle, less fat, right? So it involves not just the types of foods, but obviously when those foods are eaten. So the old expression, eat breakfast like a king, eat lunch like a queen, eat dinner like a pauper, doesn't hold true in nutrient timing. So your body responds to exercise and the duration of that exercise with hormones and with muscle function, of course. So for just a couple of examples, you'll get more human growth hormone, which is kind of your body's natural liposuction. You'll get more epinephrine hormone, which breaks down body fat, and glycogen for energy. So nutrient timing is about maximizing your glycogen stores, and that will improve your workouts. And glycogen, of course, is a carbohydrate storage, right? So let's see. Before I go on to pre and post workout information, I want to say that scheduling your meals with nutrient timing is, for fat loss and muscle growth is really demanding of your time. I mean, you have to be really careful with your food and sometimes measuring food, right? But in general, your body, in terms of hormones, it's going to produce anabolic hormones and catabolic hormones. So catabolic hormones are, they stimulate the breakdown of the macronutrients, right, for energy. Whereas anabolic hormones help rebuild and repair your muscles. So nutrient timing uses anabolic hormones and avoids the catabolic breakdown hormones, okay? So it's a big lifestyle change, and it takes a lot of effort. Okay, let's look at pre-workout. Okay, and I said, I'm just simplifying this. This is really a complex subject. But I know that you millennials don't like to listen more than 6 or 7 minutes, right? Okay, pre-workout, you're going to need adequate carbs for whatever you're doing. So, for example, an elite marathon runner is going to be eating a whack of high glycemic index pasta, because it's going to last 2 to 4 hours, right? And if you're running a full marathon, you need energy. A bodybuilder needs carbs. Okay, so it's going to increase your glycogen levels in the muscle. You're going to have better performance, less fatigue. Now, I do drink branched chain amino acids when I'm working out, but the carbs are going to provide an anabolic pathway so that your muscle is not converted into the glucose that you need for that workout. So you do this about an hour before your workout or whatever you're doing, right? Now, what we're playing with here in terms of carbs is really the insulin hormone. And it's interesting. Insulin, allows glucose to enter, to be used for your workout, right? Now, as you use up that glucose, your glucagon hormone, which is calorie burning, is going to increase, okay? This is a metabolic hormone. So you're going to have better muscle protein synthesis. You're going to have less catabolic cortisol being released, that hormone, and you're going to have less protein degradation. Now, the interesting thing is that right after exercise, you are very insulin sensitive. So let's use that in terms of nutrient timing to help your muscles. Now, some people call this the anabolic window. Interestingly enough, it is a bit controversial, but let's go with it. So you need, within 30 minutes after your workout, you need high glycemic index simple carbs. So you might drink some fruit juice, or you might drink some milk, for example. So no fiber, right? It's just sugar right in the first 30 minutes. Now, and within the hour, you want to stabilize your blood sugars, right? Because this is high blood sugar, so you want to stabilize it. So within an hour of that exercise, you want low glycemic index complex carbs, and they do have fiber. And examples are legumes, vegetables, whole grains, okay? I mean, you can Google examples, right? So this will encourage protein synthesis. It will slow down the release of catabolic hormones like cortisol. Remember, I said catabolic is not good, anabolic is good, and it's going to save your muscle tissue, and you're going to have better recovery. So you can see we're playing a bit with the carbs. That is not to say that protein doesn't help. I mean, carbs and protein both help with your glycogen levels, enhance them. So you do need not just carbs before and after with nutrient timing, but you're going to need protein before and after. Now, your body cannot absorb more than 25-30 grams of carbs in one meal. So you have to protein in one meal. You have to spread that protein out over those 5 to 6 meals that you're eating in that day. So you would have protein and carbs before and protein and carbs after. And how much protein do you eat over a day? Well, the usual number is 1 gram protein for every pound of body weight that you have. It's kind of an average. So when you eat protein spread out over the day, it's going to help maintain your lean muscle mass. And that's because you've got nitrogen going on, and that's a construction block part of it, right? And it's going to accelerate the growth process, which elite athletes want. Now, fat is another ball game. You need to spread fat out over all your over the whole day as well. However, in nutrient timing, you do not eat fat before your workout, because fat is going to delay the arrival of the glucose from the carbs. Okay. Here you want to slow it down, but here you don't want to slow it down. So, nutrient timing is a really interesting science. And what have we learned? Well, insulin, it's not good for people who don't exercise, right? It puts on fat. But if you're an elite athlete, you want insulin, you want to build muscle, you want to build strength, and you want to lower your body fat. But of course, portion control, right? You can't just go whole hog eating, 50,000 calories a day of whatever. Okay? Anytime you do that, you're going to gain weight, and maybe it's not the kind of weight you want. So, for we mortals, do I do this? No. I just watch what I eat over a 24-hour period in terms of those 3 macros. Anyway, I hope this has helped you understand what nutrient timing is all about, and why, if you're an elite athlete and you exercise more than once a day, you're really going to have to be cognizant of what you do with your carbs and your protein around that workout. Okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.